Well, hello and welcome to Battle of Champions. It's match day -1. Just one day to go for that big India versus Pakistan encounter. And if you've been watching our coverage, guess what? It's a different day today. We were coming to you live yesterday. It was pouring. But today, happy to report that it's been clear skies since late afternoon here in Melbourne. And the weather update is good on Sunday as well. We'll get you all those details a little later in the program. I'm Nikhil Naz. Joining me, as always, Sunny Gavaskar. Sunny, first thing, India versus Pakistan. They've played each other recently. They saw 2 games there in the Asia Cup. Who do you reckon goes in as the favourite in this encounter?
Well, in the T20 format, nobody is the favourite because one over can change the game completely. So it's that one over from a batsman where a batsman scores 20-25 runs or a bowler takes 2 wickets for not too many that can derail the opposition. So it's very difficult to say who's the favourite. In fact, as far as apart from tomorrow's game, winning the cup, there are so many teams in contention because today just about every team has got a very good T20 squad.
Yeah, that actually leads me perfectly into my next bit because, as we said, nobody is a favourite. What does that tell you? Because Australia, as defending champions, came into this tournament as the favourites. They've lost the first game versus New Zealand. New Zealand not in great form, didn't win that series at home as well, the tri-series that they played, but they won today. 200 is what New Zealand, take a look at that scorecard, 200 is what New Zealand put up. Batting first, all thanks to Devon Conway. He was the man in form. Finn Allen actually assisted him. Australian bowlers going for plenty, the likes of Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood, all of them going for plenty of runs. Mitchell Starc, the standout bowler as far as the Australian bowling lineup is concerned. Stoinis went for plenty. Not a great bowling card for the Australian team. As far as their batting is concerned, that was even more disappointing than their bowling. Bolt picking up 2 wickets, then 3 wickets apiece there for the rest of the New Zealand bowlers, coming up with great figures in Tim Southee picking up 3 wickets and Mitchell Santner, the 2 standout bowlers for New Zealand. So anyway, I know that I built Australia as the favourite, they're the defending champions, but New Zealand beating Australia, would that count as an upset?
It will. It will because, look, even in the finals last year, Australia beat New Zealand. So, and the recent tri-series in Australia, New Zealand was swamped. They didn't win anything.
Yeah.
So clearly, I think you have to say that this is an upset. Yes, there's always a difference between a bilateral event and a multi-country event. Because in a multi-country event, you realize that you really don't have second innings, second options. In a bilateral series, because it's a 4 or 5 match series, you always have that option, okay, I don't do well, it's the next match to be played, or the match after that. It doesn't happen in a multi-country tournament. So every match becomes important. And in a situation like that, a lot of teams raise the level of their game, just like New Zealand did today.
New Zealand getting 200, they weren't getting those kind of totals when I was watching the tri-series versus Pakistan. Is that an indication of 2 things? One, that you're playing in Australia where you'll get batting friendly conditions. The other, that it's the T20 World Cup and maybe the pass score is now moving up in the 200 range.
Certainly. I mean, you look at all the formats of the game. Thanks to the innovations that the batsmen are indulging in now, no bowler is immune from being attacked. Even the finest of bowlers get taken for runs in an unorthodox manner. So what it has done is, in a test match situation as well, if in the old days a score of 190 to 225 was considered a good total, now you have totals of 280, 300. In one-day cricket, when 225, 250 was thought of as a pass score, today that's not a pass score. Today you're looking at 300, 300 plus. And so also in T20. There was a time in T20 when 140, 150 was thought of as a winning score. It doesn't happen now. You have to score 180 plus to give yourself a good chance.